Okay, I'm by name Justin Bakita. I started playing basketball since 2011. I joined here Luol Foundation Court. Now it's 8 months. 8 months back. Okay, I stopped at that time because of the courts. For us ladies, we are going for training. We find boys playing. No time for ladies and something like that. We don't have enough courts, especially all around Juba. Before, my life is I'm just staying at home, nothing to do, going to school back. My life has changed. Even I've just been in teamwork with my colleagues in this playground. I think that the program for Luol just to make many courts, not especially in Juba here, but other parts, in all of the part of South Sudan. We are almost 20-something state here. We want every state to have a basketball court to help the future of basketball, especially in South Sudan, for all, especially ladies. I'm going to talk about ladies. We are so many, but now we are almost 3, 5. We want ladies to play basketball. We want us to support Luol Foundation to support a lot here. I remember back at 2015, we went for secondary school competition, Burundi. We found out they are playing with ladies ball. Yeah, we make difference there. We shout at the game. The ball is not good like that until we lose. We want us to play as ladies ball.
I started saying my name, Mazen Nadir Peter. Now I become a disciplined boy. I know how to respect. I know how to talk with someone in a polite way. Not shouting, something like this. Yeah. The only thing is the shoes. They are coming too big, and the t-shirts. But I hope they will do it for us. I hope that, and I expect from him he will do more. And I will like to thank him again.
My name is Butrus Sodoma. I have some friends of mine. They are in the same in the area where I'm staying. So they have been telling me about this school, and I told them that let me come and see it one day. And then I came here and found it is actually so amazing and interesting. So I took my time to come and join the teams. There's so many benefits that I have benefit from this course. I'm now sitting with you guys. I'm flexible. Before I was too lazy, and I will wake up at maybe something like 8, whatever. But now I'm waking up at 6. At 5, 6 years, I'm going to my school. It has really changed my life. And now I'm disciplined and honest, and I can't fight with anybody and listen to my mama and my father. We are training. We can have a hard training, but we are just taking water, and that one cannot even do anything. No hydration. You need some. You can take a lot of juices and whatever. So we need all that one. If they can afford, let them do that so that we can be strong and build up our nation.
My name is Nafisa Rehan. I have started playing basketball since 2012. I have started here since 2 years ago. I have improved my basketball here in this court. Yeah. It's also give us lectures sometimes about how we have to behave in other places, and even how we have to focus in our education, not only in sport. That Liga was great actually, because we don't used to play Ligos here, and I won laptop in this court, and it helped me a lot because the laptops is very expensive here in Juba, and I want to thanks Luol Deng for this. The program can help us to get a scholarship, and we want the program to do other courts in state here in Juba, not only in Juba. We want this Luol Deng Foundation to reach all the states.
My name is Dalia Stakio. I started basketball in 2012 when I was in secondary. Till now I'm playing. I started here now some months. Basketball changed my life because it doesn't affect me in my education or my study. I think this program can do more because now I have started. I think next year or years ahead to come, they will do more. And we need to build some courts, and not here only in Juba, to other states.
Marco Atoy. I started in 2015, and in 2016 we started that tournament for Manut Ball. Before, I would not be able to dribble, I would not even to socialize with friends. Now I got a lot of friends now, and even we got a lot of things like laptops and something like shoes, and even in schools. Because then we used to help us to go back to schools. There's a lot of things to be done. Like these young kids, they don't have their size, shoes, even clothes, they don't have their size. And even sometimes there are so many problems like malaria, typhoid. So these things need to be there's help. So that when someone is getting sick like malaria, so it has some help to be taken. And also the problem of transport. We have problem of transport. Even some kids cannot manage even to come for practice earlier because of transport.
I'm by name Gog Mariam. I started playing basketball in 2013 in the Mitalata. So with Coach Deng giving us some drills. And then 2 years later in 2015, I joined Luol Deng Foundation, and it's been good. Since last year we play a good season, and it ends successfully. And we're still now working hard, for the next season. Since last year and this year, there's a lot of things I've learned from Luol Deng Foundation. Here we learn discipline, how you discipline yourself, how you respect elders. And the benefit that I've got, like the last year conflict, so we got us here when we were here in the evening. So the fight broke out and we're all here, so we are all safe. The question I was asking myself was, what if I was on the street, what would have happened to me? That was a question. Thank God that I was in I was in Luol Deng Foundation, and I was safe. Secondly, I won a laptop last year, and that laptop I'm using it in a productive way, doing my school research because I'm still in high school. Downloading some basketball drills that will make me, because I want to take my game to the next level. And each and every day the number of the kids is increasing, and this is promoting unity in South Sudan. That's a great achievement, Luol Deng Foundation have done to South Sudan. So the number of kids each and every day coming out, to play basketball, and this is encouraging many kids, to come and leave the street and come to play basketball, because the number of kids now is increasing each and every day, and that's a great achievement Luol Deng Foundation have ever did. This program has changed my life, because last year my uncle, during that conflict, so he got shot. So I thought to myself that I have no hope, and my other uncle is a soldier, and he doesn't have anything that can support me much, because he got a lot of families, like 2 wives, and he had kids. So he was suggesting for me to go back to the village, to study. I told him no, it doesn't work like that, because for me I love basketball so much, and to go out there without basketball is like, I'm in hell. So please, if you could just give me, to stay here, I know how I will carry myself. I'm not going to do any other criminal activities apart from basketball. So I will play basket, and that's the reason why I'm here in Juba. If it is not Luol Deng Foundation, I couldn't be here and I wouldn't be in the village. So when I go back in the village, what will I do? I will be idle. An idle mind is a devil workshop. So I will go there and engage myself in other criminal activities. I might get shot or I might get arrested, And because of Luol Deng Foundation, that's why I'm here in Juba. I'm following up my basketball program, and inshallah, for some time, God will. So I'll get to go back to school, and that's why I'm here. I'm safe now, and I don't think of anything else apart from playing basketball now, because I want to take my game to the next level. What I would like to suggest is Luol Deng Foundation should expand, should expand its program to the other states of South Sudan. Because when it expands to other states, it will promote unity among us young South Sudanese, and that the future leaders, some time to come. So it should expand to build more courts and to encourage kids like the people who have difficulties or in their education background, because we're from different backgrounds. So these people, they should be encouraged to carry on with their studies and their sport. Because in South Sudan, every kid, you go on the street, you can see every kid is in love, basketball. They love to play basketball. And I know they're already doing some phenomenal job now. Because now the number of kids now is increasing. We mean that they're doing a good job.
Okay, my name is Noor Makir Benjamin. I'm the president of the Manute Ball program in South Sudan.
And I'm Bol Mil. I'm the first secretary of the Manute Ball program in South Sudan.
Manute Ball program as an administration is divided into two. We have a committee running the administration, and we have coaches that are running more or less the program on the court. What we do in the administration is we fulfill certain roles. We have positions for finance. We have volunteer positions to run administration. We have PR. Most of the time, the PR position is run either by the president or by the secretary, first secretary of office. But I think I'll let the first secretary break down what we do.
We're in charge of many activities that happen in the Manute Ball program. We monitor the kids and the youth during the basketball training. We're in charge of keeping their documents and registering players on a daily basis. Also, we try to help them during if they have any troubles or issues concerning the inside and the outside social life, challenges and everything like that. We started with only 100 kids, but now we're up to 600 plus players. What we do is we have a program where you have to come almost 3 months, and then we want everybody to have that interactive spirit to want to play basketball. So we keep coming, we register them, and we provide them with shirts so that they can be a part of our program. And then,
at the moment at the Manute Ball program, we actually sat down and we came up with an annual project. There has been a few setbacks. That's because of the financial, should I say, economic and political crisis in the country. It does not allow us to run the program on time. We have achieved certain objectives so far. They have gone successful. The biggest one was the Manute Ball program. It was a 3 months intense tournament. We had precisely 10 teams. Each team played each other twice. We had a playoff period, and we had the champion. What we have done in the playoff is encourage the players to focus in terms of giving them incentives and awards. We have selected a special 15, and we gave them laptops to assist them with the academic career. So far, we want to also do the same things for the juniors. In the Manute Ball program, there are two groups. There are those between 14 to 18. We call them the Manutbo group. And 9 to 14, we call them the Luol Deng group. Each of them have their own timetable in terms of tournaments, in terms of leagues, and in terms of other challenges we give them. So far it's going well, but hopefully with the political situation, it will give us peace of mind to run what we intend properly. The office of Manutbo administration actually runs more than just paperwork. We do a lot of PR. The media is very interested in what the Manutbo program is doing, so we have a lot of them trying to get in contact with us. We are also called to radio station, to TV. Most of the time is either I go as the president or the first secretary goes to represent the office and the program as a whole. One thing we have seen in terms of the program since the beginning is the keenness of the children and interest. A lot of kids find it difficult to do something very interesting for themselves. But with Manutbo program, we give them the option of coming and learning something new, and in the process, they become disciplined. In the process, they become focused. In the process, they feel like they're going somewhere. They find things achievable. I actually like what our coaches are doing. They are very committed, even though I feel like they need more training. If we invest more in the coaches, it will ripple down to the players. So in the future, we plan to get DVDs. We plan to get experienced players from outside to come and do some sessions with the coaches or with the players, and then from there they can interact in terms of developing the knowledge in the game. Another PR aspect of the Manutbo program is that the parents, since the Manutbo tournament, have also gained interest in the Manutbo program. So they're encouraging their kids to come more. They are also contributing in terms of encouraging the kids to want to do better in schools. The reason we think that the kids are improving is because a lot of them are coming and they are voicing their concern. Before, I don't think a lot of them were doing that in terms of especially scholarship. So if there's kids that are in schools and they feel like they're having financial situation, they come and they voice their opinion. And what we do is we try to help them. Currently we have, how many kids have we assisted with scholarships?
Now it's going up to 80.
How many?
80 kids.
Around 80 kids. So and this all comes from them. It is not us. We just encourage them to come and we mentor them. We find a lot of them also have difficulties in the house in terms of diet. They don't eat on time. They don't eat 3 meals a day. So they come lethargic, but yet they still want to train. So it's a very good thing. In terms of the overall image of the Manutbo program, there's a lot of negative opinions about South Sudan. And there's a lot of cultural defects in South Sudan, especially tribalism. But because the Manutbo program is strictly about basketball and maintaining, growth in these players, we find these kids not getting, they're not getting involved with this tribal stuff. We have never heard children fighting the Manutbo program because they are of different tribes. There are common languages that unites them. It's mostly Arabic and mostly English. Some of them will speak Tongmonjan, but their colleague will not feel like they are being disrespected or people are talking bad about them. They actually get engaged and they also want to learn. So we think Manutbo program is a very, very good thing, and hopefully we hope to expand. Our intent was actually, after 2 years or a year and a half, we go to other states. At the moment, basketball in WOW is doing very well, but they lack support in terms of finances, in terms of balls, football shoes, and coaches specifically, and most importantly, a centralized or organized network where they can share ideas across states and so forth. Another place we also intended to go to was Bentiu, but Bentiu right now is in a very, very bad state. We've been approached by people from different states, such as Bor. They said there's a lot of interested people in Bor, that we can take the Luol program there. The intention, I believe, by Luol Deng Foundation and by the administration of Manutbol is to actually expand. Because basketball is going to play a big role in terms of unity in South Sudan, but most importantly it's going to play the role of diplomacy. We believe there's a lot of potential in South Sudan, and there's a lot of opportunities for South Sudanese to join basketball abroad and better their living conditions. So we definitely are keen and interested in the Manutbol program and wanted to go further than where it is right now. But so far we are happy with what is happening, despite all the challenges.
Also in the Manutbol program, we have days where we lecture the kids, and usually it's the president or the part of the administration, like myself, the first secretary, are being part of lecturing these kids in terms of leadership, discipline, hygiene, and all these necessities needed to be a leader later on in life. So we're very happy with this program, and this is why we love to work here and we want to do more. So we thank Luol Deng Foundation for everything, and we'll continue to work hard to better our nation.
Deng, coordinator of Manutbol program at Luol Deng Foundation, and at the same time head coach of Manutbol program. Manutbol program we started, I think it's something like a month and 5 months. 1 year and 5 months. Now, we've been doing really well. We started with a very low number of kids, and the number is growing, I think, on a weekly basis. We had a lot of ups and downs since we started. You know, we had 2 wars break out since 2013 till now. You know, been affecting us in a way that we can have number of the kids reducing down and then coming back up and keep reducing down and coming back up. We've been doing good so far. When we started, I think Luol Deng Foundation, they came to Juba University and they asked for a land that they can construct a court. They came in here, they spoke to the dean of the university, and we managed to give them the land. They constructed the court, and then I started me and Nuer Maker. Me and Nuer, when we started at the beginning, it was very tough because it was only me and him. We managed to put on a good team of 9 coaches and 4 admins. We've been going really well. We put on a lot of programs, which is basketball. We put on some programs that can help kids with their education, can help them with their life. Luol Deng Foundation did a great role so far, like they've been all over it. Yeah, too consistent about it. They're sending all the needs, most of the things that we really needed are always here for us to help the kids. Things like the kit, you know, some of the shoes, maybe not all of it, you know, basketball. Me and Nuer, we tried to, you know, get some young coaches, which we got 5 young coaches that we need to bring up. We are working with them. Some of them are in a scholarship. Our Manutbol program is paying for their university and bring them up. There's some admins as well, the same thing. So we're trying to do our best with them. There's young kids. I think there is 7 kids so far that we put in the schools. You know, with schools here are not too expensive, so you know we can afford to do that with the budget that we got with the program. So far we are managing 7 kids. You know, we're trying to do more. We want Manutbol program to go further. Luol Deng Foundation are doing the best. They're pushing us even to do more. You know, we are here, we are up for it, because end of the day, if you don't build and bring up your country, who else will? What we got here is something that's showing a lot of people that we're doing something positive, you know, and it's showing people that in South Sudan there's positive things that are going on. Because I'm sure people that are not here, people abroad or in diaspora, all they hear about South Sudan is you know, fight, killing, this and that, you know. But the big part that they're missing, we got our own peace too. A lot of things are going on around us, but nobody's giving us in South Sudan. Nobody's giving up. You know, people are still fighting. We got program here that got 600 plus kids. What can be more than that? There is other programs, they might be smaller than us, but you know, there's a lot of good things going on. And we want people to look at South Sudan in a different way. You as a South Sudanese that don't live in South Sudan will be good if you look at it and you look, how can you help to be a better place? More than looking at South Sudan as, you know, a country that just is spilling blood. And anyway, we're trying our best. We're trying to do our duties with the help of Luol Deng Foundation. Our kids are perfect. They're learning basketball. They're doing good in school. We are following them. We see how they're doing. Any kids that got a problem, we got experts that can sit down, talk to them, show them the right way. We just need more support. Imagine if you have one court and you change 600 plus lives. Then imagine if you got 10 courts, how many are you going to change? This is what we're doing, and this is how far we want to get. And we will always be here doing it. If Luol Deng want more volunteers, tomorrow they'll be here. That's what South Sudan, that's what the real South Sudan is. People are here giving their lives to the country. People are here, you find somebody that's not finding something to eat, but is helping someone else to eat. This is the type of people we are. We'll say basically 3 coaches are qualified, and then we've got, I think, 6 or 7 coaches that are youngsters. We are lacking coaches. We got people that play basketball, but that doesn't mean they're coaches. They're not qualified to be coaches. There's these kids, we are trying our best. We're putting them in program. And our plan, these are the guys that we want to be running this program. It's not really about us, but it's about these young coaches that we're bringing up. We are here to help them, and as soon as they take over, it will be a time for us to go and see what else we can bring up somewhere else. But we still need help as well. We go back and we ask Luol Deng Foundation and see what they can do in terms of helping us with coaching coaches, training coaches and training referees, which is another thing that we need. We'll always be here to show the right directions as long as we get that help. Everywhere you go, it goes according to the culture of wherever you go. And for us in South Sudan, we have got a very strong culture. We do our best, to try to leave the good things that we got in our culture, try to change, the things that give us bad image. It's not an easy work to get the coaches interact with kids, because for you to be able to handle youngsters, you have to be qualified. You have to have some trainings. We started with people that haven't got any background about this job. Although they volunteered, it was very hard for them to do it. We don't blame a lot of guys, but we do our best for them to try to interact with the kids. We try to show them the best way. For example, for us here, when a child make a mistake, the child get beaten. That's our culture. We try to change that to, you can change the child with telling them something positive. The small things like that we're trying to get the coaches, and the players trying to gel together. We got players that are 17 and 18, 19. It's a few 19. We got some players that are in the military, which they're not young age military, but they're military and they play basketball. So we got a good mixture of a background. We got people that be military. We got guys that lived in diaspora, as a refugees, and they came back like myself. We got guys that, we got guys that were in East Africa, in Kakuma, as refugees as well. We got guys that never left from here. We've been here all along. We got one tough task so far. It's actually the girls. The girls' basketball in South Sudan is very low down, and that goes back to our culture. Our girls here got so much to do. When they get the age of 13, 14, they got so much to do at home. Apart from their school, they got a lot of work to do at home, and even some girls, they're helping their moms working in the market so they can provide food in the house. We are having, a lot of difficulties of keeping one group of girls for a longer period. We can have a girl here for 2-3 months, and then we'll never see her again, And in South Sudan, we got the early marriage. The early marriage as well in the girls is huge in South Sudan. Some girls at the age of 14, 15, 16 are already gone, their wives. It's very hard for them to continue with the basketball. So far, I think we have 40-something girls that we got remain, and the number keep changing. It goes up and it can come all the way down. So that's a great challenge that we have, and hopefully we are trying our best to see how we can tackle it and what we can do to tackle it. Yeah. At the end, of course, all of us, we give a big thank to Juba University, first of all, for giving us the land and the opportunity of doing these things, not just for the university kids, but I think 90% of the kids that we got here are outside the university. They do us well, and they always wish us well, and they wish that we do much better and better. Of course, Luol Deng Foundation, the founder of the whole thing, we give them big thanks because what they did, it brings hope. What they did and what they do, it brings hope for the children of South Sudan. And we need more South Sudanese, to step up, and do this. I know some people are doing it, some people are trying, but if we put our hand together and we all come in together, I think we can bring our own country back, to where it's supposed to be. And thank you very much for this, and Manut Bol program, and all these things, and thank you.